Damn, it feels so good outside right
man.
now.
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? We coming with opinions, facts, and random shit.
Literally anything.
Anything at
Anything.
all.
Anything.
So, how you doing today, Chris?
I'm good. It's nice and cool outside. It's better than the fucking last few days we had with that snowstorm thing in Texas that happened. Unfortunate. But I'm good. I have no complaints on this Sunday.
That's good. My name Trigger Trev. How y'all doing? And we just about to talk about random shit. We gonna talk about a debate we kind of had.
Well, which one?
The Nickelodeon Cartoon Network joint.
Do this shit again. We didn't even have a winner of that one.
Cause now that I think about
It left on a high note. We was just like listening
now that
shows
I think about it, bro, it's hard to compete with a network with the name Cartoon Network.
Man, from listen. This argument for me ends at the fact that Cartoon Network introduced anime on a large scale back in the 90s, bro. And the most popular thing, the most popular like concept besides like music, the most popular thing in TV right now is anime. And it's still growing, and it's still going to be here 50 years from now.
You're right. But
the best thing Nickelodeon has done, and I will give y'all this.
Has taught you.
Stop, because
bro,
I'm talking. Stop.
Nick Jr., bro.
Stop. Fuck Nick Jr. I'm talking about contributions to pop culture, to what we talk about, to our daily lives, stuff like that. So the best thing that Nickelodeon has done was SpongeBob.
And Avatar.
Oh, right. You're right. And Avatar. You're right. And Avatar. Which y'all got lucky with Avatar.
With that being said, would you say SpongeBob is on the same level of popularity as Mickey Mouse?
No. Fuck no.
You're tripping, bro.
No.
You're tripping, bro.
You're talking about Disney. When you say Mickey Mouse, you're talking
the
about
character.
The
character. I'm not talking about Disney as the whole entity. The character.
But I mean, you could say the same thing for like Dora too. Like that's just
Dora can't touch a flame to SpongeBob,
boy,
bro.
Get the boy. See, you don't have kids, so you don't know,
bro. SpongeBob,
you don't have kids, so you don't know, man.
Is in every country.
So is Dora.
Every generation,
so is Dora.
Bro. Your grandma know who SpongeBob is, bro. And if her mama alive, she know who SpongeBob is.
I can't. Go ahead.
It's only two characters like that, bro. Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob. Everybody else is like B-level celebrities.
Goku, Superman.
Not as
like there are other characters. There are other characters that are on that you could put on the same pedestal as like
not Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob, bro.
So, yes, you can.
You know who under them?
Superman.
He not as famous as SpongeBob,
yes,
bro.
Yes, he is. If you can make the argument that Superman was like the first like widely popular fucking like cartoon concept. That's going back to comics. That's going back to like the 60s and you know what I'm saying?
Right. But look. Like, how many people are in? I'm gonna give you that one.
I know. There's not.
You're right. Because
even
even if you don't watch comics, you know who Superman is. I give you that. So he on that level.
Right.
But it's a small handful of them.
I agree.
With SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse being the most famous.
No, they're not. No, they're not, man. You can't really like gauge something like that, I feel. To even say that like what's the most popular character like today between even if it was just between like Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob. I don't even think you could like do something like that and have a lively debate about something like that because you can just keep going with facts back and forth like, oh, they're popular here, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these things have been based off the fucking character from SpongeBob or anything like that. Like that's not, I don't think you can have a clean, straightforward debate with something like that.
You sure about that?
I don't think, I think I'm pretty sure about it.
I bet you can quote a SpongeBob line right now. I bet my little nephew can quote a SpongeBob line right now.
Yeah, but even so, that's the best.
I'm a goofy goober.
That's the best that Nickelodeon has done to me. Like honestly,
So
when we're talking about when we're having this discussion, let's talk about what it's done for pop culture.
I got you. And
If
like
you
I
want to,
said,
if you want to get into, impact on like our childhoods and stuff like that, that's a different debate.
You're
But
right.
what I'm saying is contributions to like what we see on like TikTok or Instagram, or you know what I'm saying, the posts
you're
that
right.
are being
You're right.
made
Because my
about it.
first taste of anime came from
Cartoon Network, man.
You're right.
I think it was like 96 or 97 they brought DBZ over here. And I think
sure.
that was one of the first
And
ones.
that was my first taste.
And DBZ is, for a long time, has been the biggest anime of all time.
For sure.
I don't know about after the Boo saga, but
For sure.
up until then, we was rushing home to watch Dragon Ball Z
Bro.
on Toonami. 5:30,
Bro.
Monday through Friday.
And then wasn't you mad when they pushed that shit later? That shit started coming on at 9 p.m., bro. Bro.
It went from starting at, I think, 4:30, because I think I was in 6th grade. It went from starting at 4:30, then it went to 5:30, then it went to 7, and then it went to 7:30, and then it eventually went to like 9 o'clock, and that's when they had like Bobo, whatever that anime was on there, and that shit was trash. But that's when it went downhill. But that's as far as anime. Toonami as a whole gave us stuff like Kids Next Door, Samurai Jack,
Bro.
Zoids. You know what I'm saying? All of those hit TV shows that were coming out came from Cartoon Network.
Hey, bro.
I'm not saying Nickelodeon doesn't have hit TV shows.
You're
That's
right.
not what I'm saying.
You're right.
But the impact that these shows have made from Cartoon Network, I think, are much greater than Nickelodeon. That's my argument. And if y'all disagree, y'all can comment, say what y'all want. Of course, we're going to look at the comments.
I'm going to give you that. Because I was looking at it from a different point. From childhood. Like you...
Yeah.
I was thinking about
it's
childhood, and then I was bringing all that and all that.
Yeah, that's that.
All that.
I'm talking about.
I was talking about. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So as far as that goes, sorry Nickelodeon.
Yeah, y'all failed.
Y'all didn't
hard.
fail.
Y'all failed.
Y'all didn't
Y'all
fail.
got 2 shows. Y'all got Avatar and SpongeBob. Best shows to have ever come on those networks.
And if you OG like me, nigga, how many of y'all learned what paprika was because of Blue's Clues? I found out what paprika was because of Blue's Clues, dog. Salt and Pepper had a daughter named Paprika, bro. I learned the color magenta because Blue best friend was magenta, bro.
I didn't watch Blue's Clues like that. Like I would catch it, like in between watching other stuff. Like flipping through channels and stuff like that. That's when I like sit there and watch it. But I was never fucking waking up and Blue's Clues is on. Like no,
fam.
Like, there were no shows on Nickelodeon that had me like coming to the TV.
You want to know how far I was with it? I had a green striped shirt like Steve, and I had a notebook, handy dandy.
You was a kid, so I guess that's cool. You probably still do that shit now in your spare time.
Hey, I learned how to draw because of Steve. Nigga,
cool.
Steve used
That's
to
cute.
not double take, nigga. He used to do that shit in one little perfect ass paintings.
What was
pictures.
oh man, what other like kids shows did they have? Like I can go back to Nick Jr.
Bro, Little Bear?
Yeah, Little Bear.
Nigga, what? Little Bear taught me about friendship.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different, but I didn't learn any of these concepts from these shows, from watching these shows.
Hey,
because I really
I'm
didn't
a different
pay attention
kid.
to them like that.
How long you know me?
15 years now.
I'm different.
I see that.
I don't just watch shows, nigga. I become the show.
Yeah,
I was Little Bear friend.
That didn't start happening for me until I was well into like high school. Like
so you was a grown ass adult kid.
Somewhat. In some aspects. Like I would still like the concept of like bullying. Like back then. I can't think of the name of the show, but the show was literally about bullying, and it used to come on Nickelodeon, and I'm mad that I can't think. I'm sure
on Nickelodeon.
It was on Nickelodeon. It was on. What's it? Yeah, it was Nickelodeon. Yeah, it was Nickelodeon. I'm convinced it was Nickelodeon. But like I used to, me not being socially like, I guess, aware enough to know when I'm being bullied or when I'm being taken advantage of. That show was something that helped me a lot. There was this kid named Tyrese. I think it was 6th or 7th grade, and it was in I think it was my science teacher. His name was Mr. LaShook. But
I remember Mr. LaShook.
Mr. LaShook, he was cool. He was cool as hell.
Mr.
Cool as
LaShook.
hell. But I met this kid named Tyrese. He was in my homeroom, and we had like a little group of friends that we would like work with and stuff like that, or like not work with, but like play around with and shit like that and talk to. And Tyrese, he was like the first like friend that I made in high school that I considered like a friend, where like I'm looking when I like class gets out, I'm looking to see where he's at, like what's he doing, what's he up to, blah blah blah. I thought he was cool as hell, and the whole time, the whole friendship was this dynamic of like this kid, me thinking me admiring him, and him basically taking advantage of me. So like, he would like ask for my milk at lunch, my chocolate milk at lunch or something like that. Something like really small. And if I didn't like give it to him, be like, no. And if I didn't give him that milk, you know, he'd be like, all right, I'm not your friend anymore. And for me, not having friends at that point in time, I was like, my dude, take the milk. Like, I don't care. Just like be my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was the whole dynamic. And I still looked at him as one of like my like good friends or whatever, but
wow, bro,
not knowing that I'm being taken advantage of.
You were buying your friendship at
basically, that's what was happening.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? But like now, obviously, I'm 29. You're fucking 29. Like it's
no, I'm 28.
28.
Get that right.
I'm sorry. Oh, my fault.
Get
my
that
fault.
right.
I was a year off.
You
I'm
old
sorry.
ass man.
But bitch, your birthday's next month. What are you talking about?
Next month, nigga. How long you been knowing me? Next month?
March.
I mean, technically next month, yeah, but it's like in a week.
But it's still next. Are you? Excuse my. We gotta edit that out.
No, we keeping
we
it.
Gotta edit
we
that
keeping
out.
it. This nigga been knowing me for 15 years, and he's still disrespectful.
March 8th, bro. I know your birthday.
All right. I may not know yours.
Oh, shit. I still forget about mine. I don't even celebrate. Let's get back to the topic of discussion.
August 10th?
We went off on a tangent.
That ain't his birthday. It's in August.
14 days off, bro.
Oh, all right. I'm not doing the math at this moment in time. The 24th.
Do you love me or no, bro?
I just did the math.
What is it? Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, so Nickelodeon has done a lot for as far as like developing kids socially and stuff like that. But unfortunately for you, that's not the topic of this discussion. It's contributions to pop culture and the best in the sense of who had the best shows. And yes, Avatar and SpongeBob are two of the best shows ever on television.
You're right, because Cartoon Network both influenced me and in both good ways and bad ways.
What do you mean bad ways? What?
Johnny Bravo was a fucking pervert.
He was. But you can attribute something like that to it being more acceptable back then. Not to say that it hasn't always been wrong and is wrong to, you know, over sexualize women or anybody, men or anybody.
Johnny Bravo had me wanting to go in women's ear like, hey baby, how you doing real quick?
Yeah.
Come here.
Which is like super creepy. Don't do that.
Don't do it no more. I should stop.
You probably should.
Right.
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
No more.
But Johnny Bravo, a show like Johnny Bravo, things like that were looked at as
that was cool.
Not even cool, but just not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like being like catcalling or, being the guy that's like awkwardly staring at a girl at a grocery store.
Not only was he a pervert, bro, he ain't get no play, dog.
He didn't. And you could argue that it's because he was like that.
For sure.
He didn't get, and girls could see that.
For sure.
Oh, this is the fucking creepy guy who was fucking staring at me.
And some of y'all still catcall.
Which is
a damn shame,
silly.
Bro. Y'all better learn social skills.
Yeah. Catcalling is...
You dummies.
Damn, we going on all kind of tangents here.
Hey, man, whatever. Random shit. Facts, opinions, and random shit. That's the title of this podcast right here. Facts, shit. What did I just say?
We actually do got to... I'm not paying attention to you. We got to think of a name, though.
For sure.
If we're going to consistently do this, like every week thing.
I mean, well, you got to check your phone first, but, I mean...
Do you want to do this on camera?
Hey, America. What's the longest you went without looking at your phone, knowing you had notifications? An hour, 2 hours? The longest I've gone is like 5 hours because of a nap. Have any of you guys ever gone days?
5 hour nap? I'm not the only person.
You took a 5-hour nap?
A 5-hour nap, nigga. Yeah. Well, them at that point they not nap.
Full bone sleep.
Full bone. Full bone sleep.
Just, hey man, just sit right there. We got it.
But at that point, it's no longer a nap. It's just short sleep. Cause that's what us thugs take. Short sleeps. I don't nap, nigga. I don't know what I was thinking about saying some shit like that. Anyways.
Any fucking way. I'm not the only person who goes a day or two without replying to like text messages.
That's but wow, my boy.
So y'all in the same club?
My boy. That's but wow, my
Neither
boy.
one of y'all can talk. Anyway, yeah, like the way I see it is, and I'm sure there are plenty of other people who see it this way as well. If somebody messages my phone, basically what you're doing is asking for my attention for something, no matter what it is, whether it could be something like you want to borrow something, or, you know, it can go as extreme as somebody just died and I'm trying to tell you or whatever. But I just feel like at the end of the day, because 9 times out of 10, it's not something serious. So I feel like it shouldn't be a requirement in our friendship for me to get back to you immediately. Because this is my time that I'm occupying right now. And I should be able to choose what I do at that time. And you, not me, shouldn't take that personally.
I don't.
You know, I know you don't, but like me and Brandy just had this whole ass conversation literally 10 minutes ago about it. And I felt like she got a little mad at me, a little angsty, but it's whatever.
So we're saying, how long have you went without checking your phone, knowing you got notifications? Because he showed me his phone, and boy, had about 20 people he ain't texted back.
It was 7. I think it was 7. Let me see. It was like 7, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Zoom in on my face, Chris.
6.
I can't. It's not zoomed in.
Okay.
So six people. 6. And actually,
6.
that's TurboTax, so...
Oh, you filed your taxes?
Yeah.
Hey, you about to get that money, baby.
I'm actually not. I actually owed homeboy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I might have messed up something on the...
I ain't get no taxes. I'm broke.
With the COVID, because, you know, they sent everybody those checks for COVID, the stimulus checks and stuff. But I think I entered a number wrong, but I ended up owing like fucking $500. Something like
500?
Yeah. Something like I've never owed in taxes before, ever. It was the first year ever.
That's light duty.
Like,
No, that's not light duty.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't let me fool you. Don't let me fool you. We broke.
Yeah, we broke. See some bank statements.
When we getting the next stem?
Oh, fuck. So right now, it's looking like it's going to be late March, mid-April, just because obviously they have to have debate and stuff like that. It did pass the House, the package that they're trying to get approved of. It's like $1.9 trillion.
I seen that.
And of course.
I seen it.
And this is not to be political or pick sides or anything like that, but Republicans are against it because there's certain things in it that they don't like, which is they can do that. They've been chosen by the representatives to do that. That's fine. But so it's looking like late March, mid-April. It could have been sooner, but I think what was happening in the House is there was a Democrat, I can't think of his name, but he had concerns on whether the package should be this dollar amount. He felt like it should be a little bit lower because he felt like there were things in there that he didn't like.
Didn't it have something to do with like the minimum wage going to $15? Wasn't that supposed to be in there?
That's one of the things, but it's mostly Republicans that are against the idea of raising the minimum wage, which is, I think, that people generally should be making more money than what a lot of these companies are paying. I genuinely believe that.
For sure.
But to haul off and just raise minimum wage, and I know it's happened in the past, obviously we know this, but it's way more complicated than just saying that all companies have to pay these people a certain amount, because, you know, who is it really going to help? Is it going to help the majority of people? Because it's really not, from what I've seen, from what I know, because $15 here, you know, in Michigan is different from $15 in in California.
The cost of living.
Cost of living. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the topic, I think, should switch from minimum wage to, you know, what's a livable wage for the state that you live in. I think that would be a more viable conversation to have. But I'm not an economist, so don't fucking listen to me. I'm an idiot like everybody else. But that's how I feel about that. But
He's the idiot.
anyway, man, I'm not even gonna address this, man. He said Nickelodeon was better than Cartoon Network. What is this guy?
We're gonna try to come with more podcasts, depending on if people check notifications.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening, and
yeah, like and comment though.
For sure, and share, man.
Yeah,
share, man.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm interested, and I just brought him along.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
But no, comment for sure. Cause he talking about you can't base it. Hey, who more popular, SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse?
You can't listen. You
SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse, bro. If they was two people, all right, boom. This is how we gonna do it. If Michael Jordan is outside right now, and we gonna say Channing Tatum walk in. He the celebrity, and nobody know Michael Jordan outside. What happens when Michael Jordan walk inside? Everybody gonna sway their way to Michael Jordan. Who that's gonna happen to? SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse? Who the Michael Jordan in that situation?
I got a counter argument, bro. I don't think you can base it off of the popularity of one character. You keep going back to SpongeBob, and I'm just gonna keep saying, you have one character. You have one show.
Hey, you know what?
You have one show that is actually transcended. I'm sorry, two, because I keep forgetting about Avatar, one of the greatest shows ever. I love Avatar, like everybody else. But you keep going back to the same. That's the next podcast. What bending style would you pick? That's the next podcast.
Water Gang.
But anyway, you keep going back to these same two shows, and it's. I'm coming from a basis of consistency. Cartoon Network has consistently been on point with their shows, bro. And so if they have shows that are missing, like that Toonami arc where they had like Bobobo and Zatch Bell and all that bullshit, they still had Kids Next Door. They still had Justice League. They still had all of these other good shows to carry it, so it stayed consistent. Y'all have had two shows that have stayed consistent and carried the network.
Hey, bro, I asked about Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob, and you went back to the networks.
Because we talking about we talking about Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. I don't care about Mickey Mouse. You brought up Mickey Mouse, bro, which has nothing to do with this.
That's how you win an argument, nigga.
You
changed the subject. You changed the subject. I realized I was wrong in the Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network thing.
Anyway, next week we probably gonna be talking about like what bending style would you pick
Water
from the
style.
Avatar universe.
I'm just letting y'all know where I'm at with it right now.
And I really don't have an answer right now.
Because I can blood bend as well.
You want to do this shit right now? Because we can do this shit right now.
We'll catch y'all next week. Hey, follow me on Instagram at It's T Gordon. That's ITZ_T Gordon.
Like
we appreciate y'all views.